can start. Everyone can just on your camera.
What? Isn't it 5 o'clock or what? Good. How is everybody?
Let's pay respects to Long Po first. Bow. Yeah. Lost in work.
What?
Lost in working.
Lots in working.
Working, yeah.
Okay, now is everybody here? Huh?
Yeah, we are 2 minutes early, maybe.
We are 2 minutes early. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we are only 1 minute early.
Okay.
Okay, from my point of view, we can start, yeah? How many people are joining?
Now there's 15.
Okay.
15 people, yeah. Yeah. So anyone with anyone with questions, you can raise your hand and start asking your questions.
Okay, I think now we are settled.
Okay. Yes. Anyone wants to start first? Fang, yeah.
Hi, Lopo. Okay, I have a few questions today. One of them is that, I'm still stuck at practicing until 30 minutes. I know last week you mentioned that we should focus on generosity, respect, and gratitude. That means there's one of the qualities that are not developed. Okay. So then I see myself when I try to do the good things, I can see that I have an intention, a motive behind it. So is it correct? I'm doing it out of is it being better or to practice better?
What was the question?
The question was that when I try to be do good to others, I saw that I have an intention behind so that I can practice better. Is it
That's okay.
Is it correct? It's okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then the other thing is is it because that I'm not fighting my kilesas? That's why after 30 minutes I will open my eyes and I just stop doing.
Yeah. You're not persistent enough. Yeah.
Okay. Then the other question is that I have is that when I actually sit down and come down at time and I try to make some decisions, sometimes I will have an answer and I will question it back so who are you? Are you the kilesas? And after that I will have an answer that says that I already tell you already, it's up to you whether you believe and that kind of thing. So is it who is talking? I mean, I sometimes get confused.
Who is talking? The kilesas are talking.
Kilesas? Okay.
They are fooling you. Yeah. I mean, if the kilesas are not talking, you know. Yeah. And that's where the kilesas don't talk, when you know. Yeah. But if there's a thought, if anything, that comes up as a thought, yeah. I mean, it's most probably the kilesas. Yeah.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Don't worry too much. Yeah, don't worry too much about it. I mean, 24 hours we have the kilesas. They constantly, infiltrate us. Yeah, tell us what to do, tell us what to think, tell us what to remember. Yeah, so only when we get really quiet, that's when the Dhamma can come out. Yeah. So try it, I mean, after 30 minutes, yeah, even if you open your eyes, then sit again. Close your eyes and sit again for 15 minutes, yeah? Yeah?
Okay, I will try.
Okay, next.
Yeah, anyone else wants to go next?
When are you going back to Malaysia?
She's still in New
Yeah, she's still in UK and she's still trying to figure out, how the computer is working.
Paying respect to Ajahn Martin.
Yeah.
Ajahn Martin, how are you? I'm still in England.
Yeah. I'm still surviving.
Still, I hope, looking after yourself.
Looking after myself, mostly looking after other people.
That's true. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
So,
Ajahn Martin, there are many floods in Malaysia, Penang. Penang is flooding quite badly.
Oh.
My hometown is also flooded, and Thailand is also flooded. So can I ask you if that is actually karma?
No.
Or is that the universe, it's out of the realm of the,
No.
of the karmic cycle?
No, of course the universe is also, within the karmic cycle, but that is a big karmic cycle that depends on all the beings, in the universe, yeah. So just because you're here, in Eastern Europe, there's a lot of flooding as well. In Czech Republic, in Poland, and so on, Romania, so, yeah. No, that is nothing, here where we are, yeah. The rain is slowly coming, but, it has not arrived yet, yeah. There's no flooding here, yeah. We are on the hill, and so, the water just goes down the hill, yeah.
The other thing about karma is that, let's say if somebody does bad karma, let's say A does bad karma to B, but B actually, is quite forgiving, a good person. Does that mean that in the next life, B will have to do bad karma to A?
No. If you listen to it, it will come back to him, but it's not the same person. If A does something bad to B, it's not B who's doing bad to A in the next life, because in the next life A might not be there or B might not be there. Yeah. So somebody else does that thing back to him. Yeah. Or it might be just just something happens to him. Yeah. You understand?
Yes. You did say last time, do good things, be generous, be this.
Yeah.
And then if you are good, you'll be beautiful, you'll be this. But there are disadvantages in being beautiful, in being rich. So
Why?
If you do generosity, and next life you are rich, but riches is not a blessing.
Of course it is a blessing.
Beauty. Sorry?
Of course it's a blessing, but if you're stingy, it's not a blessing.
But people might not be able to handle money. Yeah, so, we can say practice. We're going down to the nitty-gritty. I know what you mean. But what about generosity? We can have generosity.
Yeah. Generosity also allows you to become a monk or become a nun or live at a monastery. Huh? Do you think, it is free, Do you think everybody can come, to a monastery, and practice there? If he hasn't been generous in his previous lives? Or if it doesn't have, bunvasana, that is called fortune, if he hasn't acquired enough fortune or accumulated merit, then he cannot become a monk or he cannot become a nun. Huh? What do you think? Yeah. We have to support the monastery, for life after life after life before we can actually, live in a monastery, and be supported by others. Huh? What's wrong with generosity? You're stingy. That's a problem, yeah? That's why you think like that.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Ajahn Martin, So, but it's just that sometimes when I get, as I practice,
yeah.
And sometimes I do get fed up after a while, because...
Yeah. I mean, it's okay.
You doubt your own practice after a while, don't you? You think you have hidden agendas and things like that.
Of course you have hidden agendas that you don't know. That's why we need to practice to get rid of the hidden, or to see the hidden agendas and then get rid of the hidden agendas. I mean, it's the same thing, yeah? I mean, people practice generosity and then they get fed up, you know, for a few months or for a few years, and then practice again, just like people who practice morality or keep the 5 precepts and they get fed up, you know, break the precepts and keep the precepts and break it, you know. It's just like a monk, you know, or a mechi, you know, ordains, you know, after 1 year she is tired, you know, and then, you know, goes back into lay life. I mean, it's always, yeah, up and down, yeah, forth and back, huh? With
so
any
if I
kind.
practice generosity,
Yeah.
And okay, and then with a hidden agenda that, okay, I practice generosity. I hope to go and visit Ajahn Martin. I hope you'll let me stay. So are they good hidden agendas?
Yes. I mean, don't you remember what I talk about? There are three kinds of generosity. The generosity, the lowest grade of generosity is the generosity with a hidden agenda. Huh? I'm good, you know, because I want, in the future I want this or that. It's still generosity. Then there's a medium. Yeah? The medium level of generosity is we enjoy to give. Most people in the West don't have this, you know, generosity. They don't enjoy to give. They always have a hidden agenda. Yeah? It's fine. Yeah? And the highest form of generosity is to give without even knowing that one is giving. Huh?
Yeah.
Remember that? Remember that?
Yes, I'm still practicing very hard, really. Really. I've taken your teaching really seriously. And really is heart bashing. You know that. So it really is hard.
No, I know it otherwise. You practice a little bit, then you stop, you know, then you practice a little bit, then you stop, you know. It's not continuous, yeah?
That's true, that's true. I need to pull my socks up, and every day I make resolution, but your teaching has gone very far. I'm no longer the first person that came that really frustrated you with every single thing I say. I've grown up a bit. So thank you ever so much, Ajahn Martin. I'm very, very grateful.
I hope you grow up a little bit more before you die.
So. I know. Yes, I'm 70 now, so it's only a matter of time. Maybe tomorrow, who knows?
Yeah, we can die anytime, yeah? We don't know when we are going to die. I mean, even a 15-year-old can die the next day. It has nothing to do with age. Yeah? I mean, that's what people don't understand, you know. I mean, it's when we are born, you know, our clock is ticking, yeah. And for some people, the clock is ticking until 20, and then they die. For other people, it's ticking until 100 before they die, and everything in between, yeah. Some people die, you know, with 4 days, you know, because they don't have the karma to become a human being. Yeah. Okay.
True.
True.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh.
Okay, Longpa, I'll just read out the questions. There's just three. There are 3 questions.
Yeah.
I'll just read it first. Okay. Is there a way to remove any evil spirit or bad energy present on oneself, according to Buddhist tradition, which is widely used by laymen?
The only way, you know, to protect yourself from evil spirits, you know, or bad energy, you know, is to go and start meditation, Buddha, until there's nothing left. Yeah. I mean, Lumpuman, you know, I mean, the Thais, you know, love these amulets, you know, that, you know, protect them from evil spirits. But these amulets, you know, don't have that same effect, yeah. So when they came and saw Lung Puman, you know, somewhere in Sakon Nakhon, you know, I mean, they all came and said, can you give us some amulet against, you know, against evil spirits, yeah? He said, yes, yeah. And they thought, he handed out them an amulet and he said, putu, 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 putu. Yeah? Huh? Because when you go into samadhi, these evil spirits, or this bad energy doesn't have any influence of you. But, yeah, I want to say for most of the people, it comes from inside. Huh? And this is you have to fight within yourself, yeah? Most of the bad energy comes from within us, yeah? Everybody wants to blame somebody else. The whole world blames other people for their misfortune, yeah? But this misfortune comes from their inside, yeah? Comes from themselves, yeah? So, the practicing of Buddhism, or the practice of the Buddha's way, is to look inside, and remove all evil, that is in the heart, yeah? And once there is no evil, in the heart, we are free of that, yeah? And about evil spirits, most of the people don't even encounter evil spirits, it's very seldom, especially if you live in a city, yeah, or in a big village, there's hardly any evil spirits around there, yeah. So most of the evil spirits, are projections, yeah? One thinks, I cannot be that bad, it must be somebody influencing me, yeah. No, you are that bad, yeah. So don't project it onto somebody else. Look into yourself, yeah. And if there is really some spirit, around you, you can go with Buddha into Upachara Samadhi, and then the spirit has no power over you. Yeah, spirits, that really, try to bother us, only have power over us, if our mind is feeble. That means, if our mind is not steady. If it is a steadfast mind, spirits don't have any power over us. Yeah. Yeah. Lots of people, yeah, think, it's, yeah, it cannot be me. Yes, it is you. Huh? We are born evil, and we are born good, we have to remove the evil to be only good, yeah? And then we remove the good as well, and then we are perfect, yeah? Because good are also kilesa. I want to do good. I want to be generous. It's also kilesa. Yeah? But there are the good kilesas that we need to, prop up because they are bad in order, that the bad kilesas get less and less and less power, yeah? Until we can remove all the bad kilesas. And then once we removed all the bad kilesas, then we remove also the good kilesas, and then there are no more kilesas in our heart, and we are completely free. Yeah? Understood? Good. So, next.
2 more questions online. So,
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Dear Ajahn, one of my best friend who has practiced meditation for 3 years with 1 hour a day can easily get into a state like sleep but not being asleep within 5 to 10 minutes after meditating. He can see heaven realm and ghost realm in this state.
He can
Is
what?
this a state? He can see the heaven realm,
yeah,
and ghost realm in this state.
Yeah.
Is this a state of Upachara Samadhi?
Yes.
Yeah. Upachara Samadhi. Okay. So the next question is, if it is a state of Upachara Samadhi, what are the tips so we can get into Upachara Samadhi too? Thank you, Ajahn.
What are the tips? Your friend can do it, How does he do it? You ask him, yeah? The tip how to get into Upachara Samadhi is, get rid of your thoughts and memories, yeah? Or stay with the breath, yeah? Stay with the breath all the time until you get into Upachara Samadhi. It's not that easy, and it is, but it's also not difficult. The problem is, that we are afraid to go there. But your friend doesn't seem to be so afraid, he can easily go. For people who practice for a long time, or some people who practice in the past, it comes up very easily. For other people, it comes up very difficult, yeah? What didn't I say, in the last talk, that I gave, yeah? When was it the last talk, Vichisunanda? Was it the last talk, about how often, how many lifetimes we have to start to practice before we can really reach, reach a state, of calmness, yeah? The practice, the practice is like, like going to school. The first few lifetimes, where we practice Buddhism, is going to kindergarten. We just hear the stories, we see nice pictures, and we get a little bit, excited about Buddhism. And then we go into primary school, then we go into secondary school, then we go to high school, yeah? Towards the end of high school, we start to practice. And then each stage, takes lifetimes over lifetimes over lifetimes, yeah? It's not that we are, we come here, I have never practiced ever in our life, I have never heard about the teaching, you wouldn't be here. It's impossible to be here. Yeah? There are other monasteries where they teach the basics, there are monasteries there that are like kindergarten, kindergarten level Buddhism. Then there are monasteries that are primary school, Buddhism, and then secondary, and then high school, and then there are a few, very few forest monasteries, yeah, where people, yeah, who have heard about the Buddha's teaching, for a long, long time, for eons of lifetimes, They heard always, each time they come back, as a human being, they hear about the Buddhism, hear about the Buddha's teaching, get more and more and more faith in it, until, until they reach a state of forest university, yeah. And then they don't need to hear the teaching of the Buddha anymore, then they just go and practice, yeah? And then they practice, yeah, Sila, Samadhi, and, yeah, they had to practice Sila first, yeah, in previous lives, yeah, Samadhi, and then they practice Samadhi and Samadhi and Samadhi over lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes, yeah? And if I have practiced Samadhi in my few last lifetimes, it is very easy to get in. If I've never practiced, it is very, very, very difficult, yeah? So, but we need to try, because the good thing is we don't know, yeah? But the other thing that we can see is, if we have the fortune to come to a place like this, or to Pantat, where people are just there, to practice, yeah? That means we have enough fortune, to stay there, and we might even, yeah, at the forest university, you can reach 4 degrees, yeah? The degree of Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami, and Arahantship, yeah? But it takes lifetimes. How many lifetimes does it take, to become a Buddha? 150 years, yeah? Or 180 years, yeah? The Lupo Man, already had 90 years of lifetimes where he just practiced, the Buddhist way. Huh? And then he has to practice another 90 to become a Buddha. And then I said, it's enough. Let's stop the dukkha, yeah? Let's stop the dukkha, yeah? And an arahant, how long he has to practice? Yeah? Between 30 and 50 lifetimes, yeah? In order, in the last lifetime, he becomes an arahant, yeah? If he continues with his practice, yeah? But, 1 eon is, we practice one lifetime and then we get fed up, next life, we enjoy life, because, yeah, practicing one lifetime, gives us good results, yeah? Then we enjoy the good results, and then lifetime after that, we practice again, and then we enjoy it again, and so on, yeah? Swaying forth and back, yeah? All the time. So, we don't know how many lifetimes we have practiced, yeah? But we can be sure, if we can stay at a monastery, if a monastery like this, where we can practice, yeah? We must have practiced enough in our previous lifetimes to be able to stay at a monastery for a long time. But, I saw people, who coming to Wat Papantat, and they really loved this place, yeah? I mean, they felt the energy, they loved it, The next day they were gone. They didn't have enough merit, Just like, babies are born, they don't have enough merit, and the next day they die, So it really depends on our accumulated merit, or you can call it fortune, that we have acquired over lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes, to be able, The other thing, I mean, there was a story, there was a story at the time of the Lord Buddha, I mean, somebody really wanted, who was really inspired by the Lord Buddha and wanted to ordain as a monk. So he ordained as a monk, But because in his 7 lifetimes before, he was really stingy person, So he never get, no matter where he walked, when he walked in front, when he walked in the middle, or when he walked at the end of the binda of the arms round, he never got any food. So Sariputta and Moggallana, said, I mean, we should help this monk, So they saw that the devas actually, because he was stingy, the devas took out the food, whatever food he got, the devas took out, before he could actually, after the Anamoda, and before he could eat. So they put their hands on the bowl so the devas couldn't take out. So this monk ate full, in the evening he died of constipation. So, I mean, it's a karma, I mean, you don't know what you have acquired in the past life. The only thing you can do if you're inspired and if you aspire to do so, I mean, practice as much as you can until the end of your life, I mean, either you get it, or you don't get it, but you come at least a little bit closer, And it's the same with samadhi. The problem with samadhi, especially for a lot of Western people, is that they are afraid to lose themselves. If there is no thought, what did Descartes say? Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. If I don't think anymore, I am not. And that's what people are afraid of. They cannot let go of this sense of self, And upachara samadhi is where there is no self, And that's what people remember. And this fear, they have to, to fight with this fear, And as I explained so often, the moment we say there is fear, then we can handle the fear, Just like we say this, I mean, if I'm really angry, there's nothing I can do. If I'm really afraid, there's nothing I can do. But the moment I turn that, I'm afraid into there is fear, then I can investigate the fear. What is fear? How does it feel like? Where is it coming from? But if I'm saying I'm afraid, that's the end of the story, The same thing, if I'm angry, there's anger. Okay, let's have a look at the anger. Let's have a look at all these emotions that are coming up, or these bad feelings that are coming up, or also good feelings, and say there's a feeling, There's a feeling, and then I can handle it. I can investigate it. Okay, so this feeling cannot be me because somebody knows that there is a feeling. Do women understand that? You really understand that? He hurt my feeling, you hurt my feeling. It's not your feeling, it's not your damn feeling, How can I hurt your feeling, I can, attack, whatever you think of what you are, But that's not what you are, because you only think what you are, What you are is what you are, And what you think of yourself, what other people think of yourself, I mean, every one of us experience it in his lifetime, It can be something else, This person thinks good about me, this other person thinks bad about me, so Which one? Normally we take only the side of the people who think good about us. But that's not true. We should also listen to the people who think bad about us, yeah? And maybe we get a little balance, yeah? But if we stop thinking, we see how we are, yeah? We feel, we experience how we are, yeah? And that's the same thing, a lot of people have troubles, with these emotions, with these feelings. And just say, there's a feeling, and then let's see, yeah? Where did the feeling come from, yeah? It came from a thought, came from a view, came from anything, yeah? Where is it coming from? And when we observe it, it comes and it goes, poops, gone. And then we need to bring it up, yeah? Again with the thought, yeah? There's another memory, And the more we think about, the more thoughts we have and the more memories we have, then it really becomes a very strong emotion that is much more difficult to tackle. Yeah? So when we see something, we see, okay, there is, yeah? Subject, object, yeah? The subject cannot be the object. At least I think, we should understand that the subject cannot be the object, yeah? The subject sees there is a feeling, yeah? Next time, ask the feeling, do you know your feeling? Who puts a stamp on the feeling and says, this is this feeling, this is that feeling, and that is that feeling? Who puts a stamp on it? The subject. Yeah? We stamp it, we put an association on it and say, this is anger, this is lust, this is greed, this is hate, this is that, yeah? The feeling itself, that's when we investigate these feelings, when we go into the stage of investigating feelings, Vedana, yeah, then we can see, there are three kinds of feeling: pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling, and neutral feeling. That's it. And then we investigate the pleasant feeling and unpleasant feeling, and, well, why are they the same? And we are fooled by this. We are fooled by our feelings. We are, especially, when we come from the Western educational system, then we are fooled by our thoughts, our memories. It's not our memories, yeah? Look at your memories and you see that your memories are, just like cheese with a lot of holes, Emmental cheese, a lot of holes in this memory, huh? Because when you really go back, when you really go back to a certain memory about 10 years ago, yeah, you will see, if it is a good memory, there were some bad things around it, yeah, and if it's a bad memory, there were some good things around it. But we don't want to see it, we don't want to memorize, we only want to memorize the good, or we want to memorize the bad, yeah? But we don't want to see the whole picture, yeah? That's why I call, memories like an Emmental Swiss, with a lot of holes in it, yeah? We don't see the whole truth, huh? These things, we have to investigate, we cannot say it's me, it's mine, it's myself. No, the Lord Buddha taught us anatta, that is not me, that is not myself, and that doesn't belong to me, yeah? The clouds that are in the sky, now there are dark clouds, some of them are white clouds, they don't belong to you, but you still see them. The subject sees the object, yeah? Huh? The subject knows that there is a thought, yeah? You can do the same thing with anything, yeah? You can ask the body, do you know your body? Who defines what is a body? We. Huh? We define what is a feeling, we define what is a good feeling, we define what is a bad feeling, and we give the names and associations through it. Yeah? And if you're in a relationship, you have only trouble because you have different associations with the same thing. And that's why you fight. No? Huh? That's why we fight, yeah? Because we have different association with the same thing, he thinks that this, this is love, and you think that is love, and then you fight about it, yeah? Or, responsibility, you think this is responsibility, and you think he has another view of responsibility, and that's why you fight. Yeah? No? Most of the time, yeah. Instead of seeing our similarities, we tend to see our dissimilarities, and then we fight over it because we think, the other person has to have the same view as we. No. Doesn't have. No? Okay, that was a long explanation. Huh? Are you still there, or?
Yeah, no problem. It's a very good Dhamma talk. Maybe Meiji Lina, you have a question?
Who is that? Lina, or what?
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Wie, was?
You can hear me? Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
I have some questions about practice and also about the life in Vapa Bantatis Lungta Mahaboa. Is this also okay to ask about the life there?
It depends if you have the fortune, to be able to receive that, then I might answer it. If you don't have the fortune, then I don't answer it. Sometimes I just don't want to, answer these questions. Yeah, go to your practice question. Yeah.
Okay, so in the practice, I see myself always in very extremes. So that sometimes I have a very strong practice and a lot of determination, and also the samadhi is increasing, and I can do the aspo practice, and then it's all collapsing. And this is like something in my life that is some habits in every aspect, so that that I'm always in between extremes, and also if I make decisions, then I make always extreme decisions and then cannot do it or decide different. And I think it's also because of a lack of samadhi, but sometimes I don't know how really to investigate this habit or how to see the cause or how to really change myself. Like it's since I can imagine that this is very strong inside me.
Being into one extreme and the other extreme, that is common for most of the people. So, there's nothing new on the planet, yeah? How to deal with it, yeah? The moment you think your way out of the problems, that's why you make bad decisions. Instead of, instead of clearing the mind, and asking the heart what is the appropriate thing to do. That's what you should do, yeah? And practice, we have sila, samadhi, and panya. So, sila is, keeping your 8 precepts as a mechi, yeah? Samadhi is the ability to go into upachara samadhi, or is the ability to concentrate on one point, be it the Buddha or be it the breath. And the only thing, we have to ask ourselves when we're practicing samadhi, no matter if we reach upachara samadhi or apana samadhi or no samadhi, is, am I with my Buddha or am I not with my Buddha? If I'm with my Buddha, then my practice is correct. If I lost my Buddha or if I lost my breath, then my practice is not correct. Very simple, yeah? But what we do, all sort of things, no, my sitting position is not correct, or it's not the time, now I'm too sleepy, that is not the training of samadhi. The training of samadhi is, when I sit down, or when I do the walking meditation, now I want to stay with the Buddha all the time, or I want to stay with the breath all the time. And am I doing it right? Yeah. As long as I'm with the Buddha or with the breath, I'm doing it correctly. There's no other question. You understand that? Verstehst du das?
Yes, but it's very hard. Like the kilesa, they trick me all the time, and sometimes I can go through, but then on the other side, like then the sleepiness coming a lot. Like I have times where my head is falling always down, and I try to catch the thought that comes before, but sometimes it's even, it does not depend on how much I sleep. It doesn't matter. It's just all the time, and if I go through this, then the new tricks coming.
Yeah.
And at the moment, it's just really, really hard to get any calm, or only if I listen to Dhamma talks, then I get some calm in my heart. But with the practice alone, like with the Buddha or with the breath, it's really, really hard to find the samadhi.
Yeah. It's like, for people, it is very easy if they have a walker to walk, yeah? It helps them to walk, yeah? Listening to a Dhamma talk, but it is very difficult to walk by yourself, yeah? So what do?
Yeah.
You practice and practice and practice. Remember the time where you learned to walk, yeah? What did you do 24 hours a day when you weren't asleep, yeah? You got up and you fell down. And now you're lamenting over the falling down. Instead of lamenting over the falling down, get up. Huh?
Yes, I try all the time, but it's very, very hard.
I mean, who says it is very hard? Who tells you that it's hard? It's a kilesa.
The kilesas, or what they bring up, like they bring up a lot of pain.
It doesn't matter.
And suffering.
Yeah, but you fall for it, yeah. Instead of going back to your Buddha, you put interest into the things that the kilesas bring up. No?
Yes.
Pain,
know.
Yeah, I mean, if there's pain, the investigation of pain. I mean, I taught it so often. How to investigate pain. And then listen to the talks, yeah. I mean, yes. I mean, didn't you listen how many lifetimes we have to practice until our practice becomes a little bit smoother? Yes, it is up, very, very good. The next time it is down, it's very bad. And then we give up. And that's actually where we should start, I mean, put our effort in it. When it's good, there's no effort. Huh? When it's bad, oh no, it's so difficult. I mean, who tells you this? Yes, I do it. Yeah. Yes, I go on my walking path. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's where you learn. Yeah, to counteract the kilesas. If you always give in to the kilesas, oh no, it's too difficult. I wait until it becomes better. Then you don't learn anything. Yeah. You don't gain any wisdom. You don't gain any insight into the matter. Yeah. When it is difficult, yeah, that is when it becomes good. Yeah? That's where we can learn. That's where we get insight. That's where we develop wisdom. If it is easy, there's no wisdom to gain. Huh? You just sit there, you're blissed out or blessed out, whatever. Yeah? What do you learn from that? Nothing. Yeah? The only thing you learn one time, it's a nice state, I want it again. And then your problems start. I want it, and because you want it, it doesn't go. Huh? Digging a hole, as long as you dig, the hole gets deeper. Yeah? As long as you're with the Buddha or with the breath, the hole, the samadhi gets better. But if you look, where's the hole? Yesterday it was there, yeah? It's gone. Huh? Okay, understood?
Yes, like from the mind, yes, but the heart needs more training.
Then go and train.
If I do, yes, can I ask something about when I observe the breath? You just always said it, it's one point at the nose. And
yeah.
I feel because I have really this controlling character or a lot of pressure and that I want to make it perfect. And so sometimes I feel that if I first just observe the whole breath and the whole body, or just have the attention on the whole body for some time and then later go to the nose, that it's somehow easier. Is that also a way that I work with the whole breath body, or is it also just the kilesa that I try to?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
To make it easier or something.
No, it's okay, to be with the whole breath body, but your concentration should still be there around the tip of the nose.
Okay, but I can also feel like the whole body, but
Yes.
because I feel when I have like the whole concentration on the body and one point, then I can hold it longer. Also, it's falling down with the head is not so strong because it's more fixed, the concentration.
I mean, when you look at the Satipatthana Sutta, I mean, the whole breath body is okay, yeah. Okay. But you keep your focus on one point, yeah. But you can have your attention, on several points in the body. You can have your attention on the buttocks, and you can have your attention on the head, and then you always, then you see, when you do that, I mean, the body always sits straight, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, that's what I experienced. It's good that you can.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, you can do a lot of things as long as you're with the breath.
Okay.
And don't go out. And don't go outside of the body. Yeah.
And if I feel like that I'm sleepy or that some thoughts very sticky, can I also then work with the breath to just make it stronger, or just that I put more effort, or like something with the breath to get more awake, that I not somehow control the breath a little bit until I'm more conscious again.
You can repeat the Buddha, 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 faster, or you can try to concentrate more on the breath, but more on the knowingness of the breath. Yeah? Yes? Okay. And, I understand this controlling mechanism of, we try to control the breath, yeah? I mean, when you walk in the city, when you go shopping, you never control the breath, yeah? Why do you do it, when you are going to sit in samadhi, huh? Hello? Good morning. Yeah. This is a long, because we try, we try to control everything, yeah? So each time you see you control something, you let go and said, okay, relax. And then go back to the breath, relax, go back to the breath, yeah? Until the controlling of the breath becomes less and less and less. And don't fall for the illusion that the breath has to be in a certain way. We want to know at every moment how the breath is. Now the rain starts. Yeah, understood?
Can I ask something for the Asuba practice? Okay.
The Asuba practice. Yeah, what?
Yes. If I, first I always repeat the word, for example, Tachu, like the skin, and if I feel concentrated, sometimes pictures coming by themselves, but most of the time I also imagine my body, and if I have a picture, then, and I feel like the mind is clear, then I ask questions or just look, but I can, the interest is not so long, I have a very short span of interest, so picture is not long clear, so I always put new questions or new pictures so that the interest is still there. Is this okay, or should I just try to concentrate more, that the picture is maybe for 10 minutes the same picture? I don't know if this is understandable. I'm jumping, this
it's okay. It's okay. It's the same thing as with samadhi, I mean, a newborn baby, who learns to walk after 10 days, it asks its mother, why can I not walk? Huh? Practice. Yeah? The more you practice, the longer the image becomes stable. Yeah? Yeah?
So it's all about try and error and investigate by myself.
Yeah, and we don't want to try anymore. Huh? That's why we get fed up,
No, it's more, sometimes I doubt.
It's boring, but who tells you it's boring? It's the kilesas who tell you it's boring. Yeah? And you believe the kilesa. Effort, constant effort, yeah? If you don't see the picture anymore, bring it back up, yeah? Until it stays longer. Gut Ding will Weile haben. Understood?
Yeah. Yes, my kanti parami is not so strong.
Yes. I mean, all the young people have no strong kanti. Yeah? Translated, good things will take their time. Yeah?
And is it then, like, if the kilesas are very strong, is it then better to make short rounds and continuously, or try to make longer rounds from the meditation, like from the time?
Repeat the question. At the moment it's raining very hard. So I mean,
Okay.
Repeat the question again.
If the kilesas are very strong, is it more recommended to make short rounds, maybe a half hour sitting and walking and change, like, or make longer rounds that the time is longer?
Longer rounds.
Longer rounds, okay.
And the more you have to fight, the more you can, prosper from it.
Okay, so that I get out of the state that, because at the moment the cases are very strong, so
Yeah.
long rounds and just press through until it gets easier again. Okay.
What did I say to the woman? After 30 minutes she opens her eyes. I said, close your eyes and try again for 15 minutes. Huh?
Yes. So maybe 2 hours walking, 2 hours sitting, and okay.
Okay, so any other questions? Ali, we have very strong rain, yeah? The typhoon has now finally reached.
Okay. Anyone else has questions? Can raise your hand.
So we had a few questions, we had a little bit of Dhamma talk. Then I think, for today it's okay, because it's very difficult for here to hear.
Then, we just end the session today.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Lompo, for the Dhamma talk and answering the questions in the session today. Let's pay respects to Lompo together. Love. Okay, Lompo. See you next month.
Yeah. And to all of you, never give up. If you practice, even if it's difficult, that's where we learn. Yeah? When it's easy, we don't learn a thing. Only when it's getting difficult. Yeah? So I mean, we decided to practice for 1 hour. Yeah? And after 45 minutes, we cannot do it. We can always say, one more Buddha we always can do, or one more breath we can always follow. So sit until the end of the time. Sit until 1 hour. Because that also fosters your determination. Yeah? I mean, if we are determined to sit for 1 hour, we should sit for 1 hour and not 1 minute less.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Lompo. Keep well.
Yeah, Jenny.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Are there any questions from here? Yes, if I can hear it, you can ask it, yeah? A little bit. You can come a little bit closer.
Once I heard a monk say that if you don't become a Sotapanna in this lifetime, then all of the practice that you may have done in this lifetime, it can go to waste and you can be reborn into an animal realm or some other realm, and that you have to reach this threshold of becoming Sotapanna, or else your efforts are a waste. Is this true or not?
I mean, didn't I just, in the last talk, didn't I give you the answer to that? We collect stones, but we collect stones, we collect these stones, and the stones are never going away. Yeah? But you might, in one lifetime, you might not see them. Yeah? I mean, if you're in the animal realm or ghost realm, you don't see the stones that you have collected. But when you come back in the human realm or Deva realm, you will see them. Nothing is lost, yeah? I mean, it's like learning a different language, yeah? I mean, we cannot speak it for 30 years, but we pick it up very quickly. So is it lost? No. So the monk was wrong.
And then one more question. I don't remember all the 10 paramis, and could you please tell me what they are? And connected to that, like, how does one create good merit?
Practicing.
That's it? But
Yeah.
what if you're, like, Dhamma?
Generosity, respect, gratitude, yeah? These are the three great paramis, and then and then morality, yeah? There are 5 others, yeah? And then samadhi, yeah? The ability to drain, to drain all thoughts and memories, yeah? For the moment, yeah? Don't have to worry, yeah? If you ask me what the 10 paramis are, I don't know, yeah?
Is patience one of them?
Yes. I mean, that is also an enlightenment factor. Yeah? Patience, effort, what is it? Samadhi is an enlightenment factor. See,
Equanimity.
equanimity. What?
Oh, there's discrimination of phenomena.
No. Yeah, that is investigation. I mean, we have the chant. We chanted, every 2 weeks or now every week, Samadupeka, yeah. Next time we chant it, I mean, find the Pali words, and then you have it, yeah. You find the translation. Okay. Questions from this round? No? Fighting. It's a boxing match, yeah. I mean, Lungta Mahabor talked about, the practicing, It's like, like a boxing match, yeah? But the problem is, when you are freshly trained boxer, you go into the ring with a champion. What is happening? Yeah? He makes one blow and you're kicked out, yeah? Then you lay unconscious for a few moments, and then you rappel up and you go back into the ring. You have no other choice, he's the champion, yeah? You will have to fight him, yeah, sooner or later. And the more often you go in the ring, yeah, the more you learn about his moves, yeah. The more we learn about the move, then, sooner or later we can duck, and one of his blows, goes over our head, and then, more and more time, we can give him, because we see where his weaknesses are, and we can knock him out, yeah, and then he disappears for a while, until he comes back, yeah. That's a practice, effort, continuous effort, yeah, and don't give up. That's the only way. Don't give up. Yeah? Okay. I mean, if I can hear it, I can answer it. Yeah?
Dear Tanajan, for the past 7 years, I do Kriya Yoga. After yoga, my body is active, my mind is peaceful, and my emotions is joy and happiness.
Yeah.
The only situation is I'm facing is money. I can make or work for even the month's income. For example, this year I haven't made any money out of my business. However, whatever I try is turning into failure. Do my karma is attached? I don't understand attached, but you say, do my karma is attached? If so,
yes,
what I should do?
There's nothing you can do about this kind of karma. It's a lack of generosity in his previous lives that, he doesn't get a foothold, yeah? So he has to work, day in, day out, yeah? I mean, he can try, to ordain as a monk somewhere, and see how that works out. Maybe he has the karma to, ordain as a monk, yeah? Or if it's a woman as a mechi, yeah? Because sometimes, I mean, when we are spiritual advanced, if our practice is very well, before we come into this human life, we determine what we want to do with our life. So, if I determine, that I want to become a monk in this life, yeah, I mean, all the other things will more or less fail, yeah, because I have determined to become a monk, yeah. So that can be, or it can be the karma, stinginess in previous lives, or cheating other people, I don't know, whatever, yeah. I mean, he can try it, yeah. I mean, if he does yoga and he's happy, I mean, go this way, if the mind is calm, yeah. It doesn't have to, but it is not necessary to become rich. Why to become rich or why to be successful, yeah. I mean, as long as you have something to eat, yeah, that's enough. Yeah. I mean, we are monks, mechis, we are happy, we have something to eat, we have a roof about our head, we have some clothes to wear, and when we become sick, we have some medicine. So, be satisfied with what you have, yeah? And that is the most difficult practice for a monk, just to be satisfied with whatever he gets. That's why a lot of monks, disrobe, they want this, they want that, I mean, they can't get it, they're dissatisfied, yeah? And then they disrobe. Okay, next question.
The next question is about publication. I'll try, if you don't understand, I'll say it in my own words. My Western understanding of the word publication is it exactly its definition, being to make something. As in to fabricate a spoon out of a sheet of metal, or to
I mean, in the Dhamma sense, fabrication means, we make out of something, out of a situation, we paint the situation as we want it or as we feel like it, yeah? Yeah? When we see a tree, I mean, our fabrications are normal mental fabrications. I mean, I don't think he talks about, about the world, to fabricate something. Mental fabrication is, a mental association or imagery of something, a situation that we see. When there are two people, you see the same situation, they see different things. So each of it is, each of the fabrication, is a mental state, how we view a certain situation, no matter what kind of situation.
Yeah? He also asked if breathing in and breathing out is a fabrication.
No. I mean, what is that? Breathing, I mean, when he is born, he starts to breathe in, and when he dies, he starts, I mean, his in and out breath are stopped, yeah? No, it's not a fabrication. Fabrication is a mental fabrication, yeah? I mean, that's how I understand it, some people translate some things, I mean, with a very strange, with the strange words, yeah? What is it? Some people. I can't think of the word. Yeah, mental perpetuation or what something papancha. Like that. What?
Papancha.
Yeah, papancha. I mean that is some people might translate it as fabrication. Yeah, but it's not. Yeah. Papancha, is the continuous, making something out of something that doesn't exist, yeah? Or doesn't exist in the way that we see it. Okay, next question. Okay, finished. Okay, have a nice evening. Yeah? Don't give up, yeah? Practice. And don't blame other people for your unhappiness, huh?